sit comfortably. Get your back straight if you can. Always a good thing. Come off the best up here. And then just gently, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. And begin to just connect into your body. Feel your body. Notice, if you can, anything it's telling you. It's funny how I think so many of us often have a slightly numb experience with our bodies. Not everyone. Some people can feel so well, but many of us, I include myself massively in this, it takes time to listen to what the body's telling us. There's such wisdom in the body. So just spend a few breaths now out of that busy head and just listen to your body. Can you hear anything? Maybe it's a feeling like a tingling in your toes, or maybe an itch on your calf or your nose. Was there any discomfort? Is your back a little sore or small? Pain anywhere in your back or your shoulders? How are your fingers today? Are they hot? It's amazing where information lies in our body. Gives us a clue. So just, again, breathing in, always mindful of your breath coming into your body and connecting to your body itself. I remember a lovely friend, a dancer friend of mine, said, "Simon, we use our bodies as taxis for our minds. If only we could stop just being transactional with our body and really begin to listen." So much wisdom, care. This amazing body changes every 7 years. Everything changes in our body. Nothing's the same. Sometimes it's just a few days or weeks, sometimes a little longer. But every 7 years we've renewed, changed. Just feeling that amazing body, connected to it. If you can, if you feel like it, maybe even just a little sense of gratitude. Something seems to shift for me when I say thank you to my body, even if I feel a little bloated or a bit unfit or unsettled. Just being grateful for my body as it takes me through the day seems rather a gift. I get this image sometimes, these amazing atoms and molecules that are buzzing around us, bouncing around, creating and forming us. Imagine that each of those, that gratitude lands like a little smile. How much better they are for that acknowledgement and appreciation. And as they come together collectively, and they feel appreciated, held by us. And let's extend that connection out now from our own bodies and gratitude to this lovely small group of us sitting, me in Norfolk, Shilpa and Nicole in India, and wherever else you all are, setting aside time and space and imagining us all in our circle, holding each other, sitting together, connecting. Imagine this lovely circle forming, these tendrils that come out from our heart and the sides of our body and top of our head, knitting us together so that we're not alone. Helping us all just feel held by the other, letting go of the immediacy of any frustrations or fears or anxieties. Just being here, present with each other, breathing in, acknowledging time, commitment, space we've opened up. And as we sit in this circle, perhaps you all saw the view behind me. Imagine we're in those lovely water meadows, sitting dry, grass is blowing around us. Some of these lovely purple flowers, little red and yellow flowers coming out of the gorse. The birds alive here, little ones being born, all chatting away, watching us as they go about their day. Geese overhead, the creek constantly moving, water flowing in, swirling around us, catching the underside of the boats, running up the banks. Playing with the wind, glistening as the sun pops out from behind the clouds. The sail reflecting. People in the distance walking, maybe off to the beach for the day, carrying their bags, their umbrellas, their boots, and their bikinis. Who's to say? So we sit, nature surrounding us, clean air blowing through our lungs. Feeling our body still. Do you feel any different? You notice anything different in your body now? What's it telling you? What's it saying? Present here, listening. Listening. What do you smell? What wafts across under your nose? If you're in your home, perhaps it's breakfast or lunch that's been eaten or being prepared. If you're in the office, maybe some coffee, some tea, perhaps the smell of a chocolate biscuit or a ginger biscuit. Imagine us out in our circle on the meadows. Is there a smell of the sea blowing up and through us? We're alive. We're all alive. We're here. Our hearts dancing with each other and within ourselves. And as we sit, maybe just bring a memory to your mind of your childhood when you were little. Can you find a time where you just felt a sense of joy or wonder? Maybe it was the ice cream handed into your hand by a friend, a parent, an older brother or sister, perhaps playing on the swings, running across the sand with bare feet, maybe having a swim in the sea or a pool, curled up in your bed, reading a book on your own or with a loved one, stroking your hair, tickling your tummy. Just try and remember that feeling, that sense of joy or wonder. Wow. I watched my 21-month-old little boy, Laurie, follow a butterfly yesterday. He kept saying, wow. Maybe it was the first time he'd ever noticed a butterfly. Wow, Daddy. What's the wow that you feel within you? What's the joy you remember? Going down a slide. Perhaps flying a kite. Just lying in the grass and looking up at the clouds. Remember your first shooting star? Have we all seen a shooting star, I wonder? Aren't they amazing? Across the sky. Wow. And imagine this beautiful sense of joy and wonder, this wow. What does it look like to bring it into today, to now? What makes you go, wow, today? What fills your heart with joy? Is it a connection with someone else? Is it just a view out of the window? What permission do we need to say wow and feel joy? To be alive? To let go of our fears and anxieties just for this small moment of time? Feel our heart grow. Wow. Wow, Daddy. Maybe it's a pet, dog or a cat. Perhaps it's just the taste of good coffee or a fine lunch. Perhaps it's a new item of clothing treated yourself to, or the idea of it, even if you haven't done it quite yet. Just listen to that little person. Say, wow, feel the joy. Know you have permission to do the same today. In fact, every day. Wouldn't that be amazing? Every day to remember and find, even just for a small moment, what that looked like. Imagine joining those up. Life, as we know, is a vibration. And the highest vibration, so our quantum physicists tell us, is light or love. How can we remember that today? Interspersed with all the things we have to do. How do we approach that list from our heart, from our sense of wow, connection? How do we listen? How do we help people feel heard? How do we stay present? Bring that alive in the day. How do we reflect back other people's wow and joy? Watch the light dancing in their eyes. Help them feel good about themselves, feel content, connected, held, inspired maybe even. Curious. Isn't that a lovely feeling? To be curious, to inquire. Bring this aliveness into our day. Because of course, if we can feel alive, you can be sure those around us will begin to feel more alive too. And so the ripple, quite like the water behind me, begins to spread out. And we never know where it goes. It may blow on the surface of life, may connect. Perhaps there's a strong current that carries it somewhere completely unknown. It pops up. Someone says, wow. Why am I saying wow? Where's this come from? Your gift. Your gift that's floated off and out into life. Perhaps it's been blown by the wind, carried by a bird. Maybe even taken by a bee, made into honey. So when they taste it, they just say, wow, this is delicious. Little do they know it came from you. How's your body now? How does it feel? Any different? Just the same? Is it warmer? Telling you anything? Just resting quietly. Heart filled. Connection to each of us in our circle. Breathing in this gift of oxygen. Dancing atoms and molecules. Excited by the gratitude they felt. Smiling within themselves. Wonder how many smiles that makes. Perhaps just one last smile in your own heart. Gratitude to and for yourself. whatever life is throwing up, challenges, the opportunity, the rigor, the flow, the hardship, the pain, the joy, whatever it is that's playing out in front of you. You're here, you're held, you're loved. Just take a few more breaths in this moment. Acknowledging the circle around you. As you breathe in, maybe appreciate the image of the nature we sat in. The wind, the sea, the sand, the sun, the water, the birds, the animals. Back into your chair, in your room. But always in your hearts. Always here, present, with that wow and that joy, ready to come in the day and give to yourself and someone else. When you're ready, place your hands together. Maybe a little rub. Perhaps a small bow to acknowledge each other and what we built. Open your eyes.